Hello and welcome back to my Manchester United playlist. Now, I know, forgive me guys, I haven't actually touched this playlist for a very long time. And having been a season pass holder for this season, I was really frustrated at United at times. A lot of the times, I think, under the Jose Mourinho era. So I thought, you know what, things are looking good now. It looks fantastic. We're playing some good stuff. The players got their vibe back. So I'm just gonna try to keep these videos sort of like unedited as possible. So yeah, you guys can kind of see my reactions and everything. So heads up in advance. Just fixed my hair really. So let's get started. How good are we for the last three games? I mean, last three games, it's been amazing. We were playing free flowing football. We were attacking. I remember when Ole said if we get one goal, we should be going for two. If we get two goals, we should be going for three goals. And we have been doing that. We actually have been doing that, which is such a breath of fresh air from the pragmatic approach we had under Mourinho. I'm not gonna go back into that past now. It's over now. Let the guy be, and that's it. We are united. We move on. And it seems to me that Ed Woodward should take a lot of credit. I think a lot of credit to get Ollie on board, and obviously Mike Phelan. I think he has played a big part, if you can say, because he was a assistant to Ferguson Sir Alex for a long time now. And I was just reading up on the BBC today, and Ferguson has been in the training ground, which is always fantastic to hear. We'd love to see, or we'd love to hear about his presence in the training ground. So anyway, let's get started. We got Newcastle in this next game, which is, as of recording now, we got tomorrow at 8 p.m. kickoff, and it is away to Newcastle. These videos are sort of like looking back in my previous sort of prediction videos. I'm gonna stick to potential lineups and my prediction for it, and I'll do a match review after the match, and so watch out for that. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button and smash that sub button. It'll go a long way to supporting me. And yes, I've got my United top. I love this pink top. I got it as a birthday present from my missus well, last month now, isn't it? So anyway, looking at Newcastle, we won 3 games in a row. Fair enough, everyone's saying that 3 games in one in a row. These were easy teams: Huddersfield, Cardiff, Bournemouth. These are winnable teams. You can win them with or without Mourinho, even without a manager. But you see, the thing is that rival fans taking the mickey out of us, sort of like we won 3 games in a row. These guys are going crazy. It's as if we're in the title race. No, we are not in the title race. We are barely scraping top four. Our top four is our target this season, as a minimum, no matter what. But what I can tell you guys, for those of you just saying things like that, is we've been swimming in dump for a very long time, while the rest of the top teams, the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, Tottenham, they've been having hot shower, you can say, every day. So they've been looking at us like, oh, we've been having that every time, so what's the difference? But now we are having hot showers, and it feels good. We've been just, comparing the fact that we've been showering in dump, and it's good to get out of that and have a hot shower ourselves. That's how it feels right now. So let's put that out of the way straight away, right? Okay. Now let's get started. Newcastle, they've 20 games in, they've only won 4 games, lost 10. They only kept clean sheet for the last this whole season since September. I think 6 games. I understand we haven't kept that much clean sheets, but it's coming. So I reckon we play an attacking team. Being an away match, we have to be very careful as well, because that will be sort of like a test compared to the other home games. Because in home you got the Old Trafford crowd roaring, and the crowd are amazing. You can see we got our vibe back in the stadium. Wow. The atmosphere is magnificent, and we never had that under Mourinho. And that players are reacting back to it. And with the Newcastle game, I'll say it straight away. My prediction: I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. We haven't been able to keep a clean sheet for some time. Although looking back on, I think Ollie's second press conference after the Bournemouth game, I believe, he did say that the guys has promised him a clean sheet. So that's coming, but I don't think it's gonna come now. It's too soon to say. Ole's been in charge for like a week and a half, so he hasn't really put his the detailed stamp in it. In my opinion, he has put some stamp in terms of how we approach games and how we attack, how we game manage. We've seen that in the last game when we went down to 10 men. We managed the game very well, I thought. But this game, I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. My prediction, we'll win. My prediction is probably going to be 3-1 to United, and I reckon Pogba playing behind the striker. We're playing sort of like a 4-2-3-1 formation at the moment with Herrera and Matic sitting there. But you say they're sitting midfielders, but they are going forward themselves. Even the defenders are going forward themselves. You look at Phil Jones running forward, Lindelof. Bailly's the suspended for the next 3 games, so you can't really talk about him that much. But we never seen that before. For a very long time, the wing backs in Ashley Young and Luke Shaw, especially the last game, they were like practically wingers, just staying up there, and that's good to see because we're pushing these teams back. So Pogba has got his vibe back. He clearly wasn't the virus. We know who the virus was. Let's keep it like that. And Pogba, in this form, he's the best midfielder for me in the Premiership. I think top 5 in the world. Obviously, he's behind the likes of, in my opinion, Modric. You've got Toni Kroos, De Bruyne. You got a few other guys that probably slightly edges it ahead from him. But in the Premiership, for me at the moment, probably De Bruyne we can't really count this season because he's been away for a long time. But the last 3 games, he's had four goals, 3 assists, which is phenomenal for a midfielder. He's getting goals with his headers. He's making run into the box. His passing range is amazing. He's motivating players off camera. You can see him looking back and giving advice and telling them what to do. That's leadership right there. Him being on form makes our team look 10 times better. So I think it's going to be we're going to see in the defense we're going to see probably Valencia, Lindelof and Phil Jones in there with Luke Shaw on the left. We're going to play 4-2-3-1, I reckon. Matic and Herrera probably be sitting midfielders, and Pogba just playing ahead of them. On the wings is quite interesting. I think we'll see Martial because he got taken off last game as a sacrifice because by sending off, somebody had to be sacrificed. So I think he'll start. But it's interesting to see on the right side Lingard. I'm not too sure about him. He has played the last few games, and games coming thick and fast. We got Reading coming up on the weekend. I really think is Sanchez gonna probably start because if you look at all his last few press conferences, he has talked about him. He has been working hard, even on Christmas Day. Apparently, he's been on the training ground, working hard, trying to get in. And I think that's what you see with a lot of these players, especially in the zone that we are in right now. So I think he'll start on the right side, and up front it's gonna be Rashford. He hasn't scored as much as say Pogba, but he has probably been behind Pogba one of our most influential players. The way he presses, he continues running, defenders and goalkeepers don't get a chance to breathe, and he's got so much energy, he's got so much pride for the shirt. He's a United boy through and through. He's been out from the youth ranks, and so I think he'll start, but I think he'll play for probably 60 to 70 minutes with Lukaku coming in, because Lukaku at the moment is not currently in full fitness, you can say. So he'll be gradually put back into the team, if you know what I mean. Although he came in the last game and scored, which was great to see, but I don't think he'll start. But I think one major change we will definitely have from the last game, obviously Bailly being sending off, Phil Jones will probably come in, is probably the introduction of Sanchez from the get-go. Don't think Sanchez will play the full game. I think he'll play at least 60th minute, but it's about rotation. But yeah. So I think it's going to be 3-1 United, a comfortable victory. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet just yet, even though it's promised that we will. And we should be keeping a clean sheet. We got De Gea in the goal. I'm not going to even name the keeper that's going to be in the goal because it's De Gea. It's standard. So yeah, 3-1. We're going to win 3-1. It's going to be 4 games in a row. We're going to be attacking. I think Pogba will probably get a couple of goals. Hopefully a couple of goals, fingers crossed, because I do have him as a captain in my fantasy team, which I'm playing with friends and family. At the moment, I'm the only one that has Pogba. I kept faith in the guy. and he has been delivering. But anyway, guys, that's my prediction. I'll do a match review after the match to see how accurate I was, and if you guys have any suggestions for the video, if you have your predictions yourself, leave it down in the comments below. Make sure you let us know, and I'll catch you next time in Draco's United playlist. I guess I gotta think of a playlist name sort of for this playlist. It can't be just my United playlist. It's gotta be something else. So I'll think about that over the time. But thanks for dropping in anyway. Hope you guys have a very good Christmas. Had a very good Christmas. Have a cracking New Year, and I'll see you across the year. 2019 is going to be big for this playlist. I'm going to push this playlist. I'm going to go to the matches when I can. You know, sometimes I can't go to the matches because of work, but when I do, I vlog it, and I'll keep you guys posted. Other than that, 3-1 United. We got Ole back, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the match review.